Ever had that light bulb moment? That amazing business idea that you just can't shake? Well, if you're thinking about starting that business in Malaysia, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down those first crucial steps to turn that idea into a real, living, breathing company.
You know, every single business out there, from the tiny coffee shop on the corner to the massive global tech companies, they all started right here, as a simple thought, a little spark, a solution to a problem that's been bugging you. It's that initial moment that kicks everything else off.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you actually build a bridge from having a great idea in your head to running a real, legitimate business? Well, that's the exact roadmap we're about to lay out for you.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning with what we're calling the startup equation. Every business starts with an idea, but where do the really good ones come from? You might be surprised to learn it's not always some random bolt of lightning from the sky. So check this out. It turns out the #1 source of startup ideas is people's old jobs. A whopping 45% come directly from prior work experience. You see a problem, a gap in the market while you're working for someone else, and you think, hey, I can do that better. Of course, hobbies and just pure chance play a part, but it really shows that your next big idea might be hiding in your current 9 to 5. You just got to keep your eyes open.
All right, so you've got your brilliant idea. What's next? The next step is absolutely crucial. You have to make it official. And this isn't just about filling out forms. This is about giving your idea the legal legs it needs to stand on, to operate, and to grow. Let's just ask this question right now. Is your great idea a business yet? Well, legally speaking, the answer is a big fat no. Not until it's formally registered. Until you take that step, it's still just an idea, and you can't officially start doing business with the goal of making a profit.
And look, this isn't just a suggestion. The authorities in Malaysia are crystal clear on this. Their official stance is that if you're out there trying to make money from a business activity, it is your fundamental responsibility to register it. It's the move that officially takes you from being a hobbyist to a real recognized business owner.
The good news is the process is pretty streamlined. You don't have to go on a wild goose chase. For almost every type of business, your journey is going to start with the Companies Commission of Malaysia, also known as SSM. And if you're starting a cooperative, you'll be heading to the Cooperatives Commission, or SKM. These two are your main gateways. Now, we've come to one of the biggest decisions you'll make right at the start, choosing your business structure. Think of it like choosing the right kind of vehicle for a long road trip. The one you pick will affect everything: your risk, your taxes, and how fast you can grow. First up is the sole proprietorship. This is the classic go-it-alone route. It's just you, your idea, and your business, all wrapped up as one. It's by far the simplest and quickest way to get up and running, which is why it's so popular for freelancers and small shops. But hey, what if you're not flying solo? That's where a partnership comes in. This lets you team up with anywhere from 2 to 20 people. It's a fantastic way to pool your talents, your cash, and your resources. It's a team effort, but with a formal legal structure. Okay, next is a more modern option, the Limited Liability Partnership, or LLP. This one is really interesting. It's a hybrid. It kind of gives you the flexibility and ease of a partnership, but adds a super important feature from a company, that limited liability. This means it puts a protective barrier around your personal stuff. Now, for those of you with really big ambitions, we're talking growth, investment, the whole shebang, there's the private limited company, or as you'll see it everywhere, Sendirian Berhad. The magic words here are separate legal entity. The business is basically its own legal person, completely separate from you. This gives you really strong protection and makes it way easier to bring in investors. And finally, there's the cooperative. This structure is unique because it's all about the members. It's a business that's owned and run by the very people who use its services, all working together for a common good. It's a really community-focused way to do business. Phew. Okay, so we've met all the main players. Now, let's make this easy. We're going to put them all side by side. Sometimes, seeing how things stack up against each other is the absolute best way to figure out what's the perfect fit for you. This table just cuts right to the chase. You can see the differences in how many owners you can have, the legal status, and how much paperwork is involved. But listen, if there's one row you need to pay very close attention to, it's that first one, liability. See how it dramatically shifts from unlimited on the left to limited on the right? That's not just a small detail, it's a game changer.
So what does this liability thing really mean in plain English?
With a sole proprietorship or partnership, there's no legal difference between you and the business. You are the business. So if the business racks up debt, creditors can come after your personal assets. We're talking your house, your car, your savings. Everything is on the line. But with an LLP or a private limited company, you build a protective wall. The business is its own entity. So if it gets into debt, they can only go after the business's assets, not yours. Your personal life is safe. That is a massive, massive difference.
Okay, you've got the knowledge, you understand the different options, and you know just how important that liability thing is. So what do you actually do now? Let's walk through the simple, actionable steps to get this done. Honestly, it really is this straightforward. Step 1, make your choice. Based on your goals and how much risk you're comfortable with, pick the best structure for you. Step 2, head to the right website. That's ssm.com.my for most of you, or skm.gov.my for cooperatives. And step 3, just follow the guide. They lay out the whole process for you online.
So there you have it. We've looked at the whole landscape, from that first little spark of an idea, to understanding your options, to knowing exactly where you need to go to make it official. The map is literally in your hands. So the only question left is, are you ready to start the journey?